Hey, and welcome to another episode of Shut Up, I'm going to teach you something. Today we are making salsa, and we went to the farmer's market, got us a bunch of tomatoes. I think it's ended up to like 50-something cents a pound or something. We got the kids in here, they're off of school, so I got my little factory running. We're going to go through and show you what it takes. Okay, first step we're going to do is we're taking out the little core of the tomato because we do not want it to be in our salsa. So that's what Austin does. He's also taking a little piece off the bottom, and then he puts them over here in our blanching pile, and then they go into our blanching. Okay, so I always leave the lid on so you keep your water boiling hot because you want it boiling like crazy when you dump these in here. Come on over here, Austin. Let's see what we got. All we're going to do is we got a little basket. I'll put that, and I put the lid back on it. I'll leave them there for about 30 seconds. If I see one split, then I'll pull them out. Okay, so it's been about 30 seconds. Look in here, I'm starting to see the skin start to split off of them. So we're going to pull them up. Pull them up. Hot batter! We go over to the sink with cold water and cool them off. And this is where the girls come in and do their part. All right, Kayla, what are you doing here?
Peeling the tomatoes.
Taking the skin off. Kayla takes the skin off, and she is the best tomato peeler we have in the house. She can knock them out like crazy. See, when you blanch them, they just come right off. And what we're doing, we're just filling them up, filling up our bucket with nice skinned and cored. See, it's got a little bit of core in there, but we'll take them out on the next step. Okay, our next step is Audrey. She takes these little apple core things we got, and this chops up the tomato really good. And then she's putting it in our food processor. The food processor blends it up really nice, and then we put the tomatoes over here so they can wait for the next ingredients to go. Alright, next step, we're cutting our onions up. And Austin, he chops it in half. Not using a cutting board, but oh well. We have a potato wedges / onion chopper upper, and that was dynamite. Keeps you from getting your eyes all cut. You just crank it on down. That little gadget was $9 at the yard sale, and it's worth every penny. And Audrey, she's over here chopping up some more tomatoes for our sauce, and she's the one that's actually got a lot of work ahead of her. Just doing the rest of the onions. Now we're using 2 onions, 2 of those big old onions to 50. You know what? We might do 3 onions. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to add some cilantro with our onions, and we're going to blend them up and get them all nice and mushy. We're not going to do all of our onions, we're just going to do a portion of them, because I'd like to have some chunky onions in my sauce. So what I'm going to do is just kind of get them halfway chopped up here. I'll put some onions. Alright, I'll just grate those up real good. Alright, now we're just going to add this to our salsa. Everything is pretty much built to taste. I don't have, when I'm putting this much in there, I can't give you exact how much I do on what. Because I just keep doing it. Then I taste it with a chip, and if it's any good, then we go with it. And if not, we'll add more of whatever we need. We are cooking in bulk. Okay, now we put in our cumin too, and I do this to taste too. You know, this really gives it a good flavor right here. Once we get this mixed up, we'll bring it to a boil. Because remember, we want we want the sauce to be hot, going into hot jars, and then into our canner. To just a little bit of kick. More of our cumin. Like I said, this is all to taste. You gotta judge it, make it like you like it. Okay, so there's only really one way to test it, and that's to take a chip, get you a little bit of this on there. It's good. You're the one who's going to be eating it, so if you like it, go ahead and can it. Okay, now what we're doing is we're filling our jars. We got our funnel, and our salsa is hot, and our jars are hot. We fill it to about 1 inch below the rim because we're going to add 2 tablespoons of lemon juice and a teaspoon of salt. Just regular old lemon juice can work. Okay, now he passes the lids over here, and Kayla puts on the lids. You don't have to get them too tight on them because we're going to take them off. Okay, now this important part right here is she's going to wipe the lid down to make sure there's no stuff in between there because you won't get a good seal. And we're boiling our lids over here as well to get them sterile, to get them ready to roll. And she pops them on. So once they're done, you got the lids on them, lemon juice and salt. We're going to go over here and do about 4 inches of water into our canner. And we just have an assembly line go in here so that we can knock it out really quick. Okay, so now we got 7 jars in there. Lemon juice with salt. We're going to put our lid on. Put it on there and turn it. Okay, now you start to see the steam starting to come out. Pressure starting to build up. What we're going to do is we're going to put a little 10-pound weight on there, and that's going to bring it up to 10 pounds. Okay, so we got our last batch of salsa down. I mean, you see, all we're done. I mean, that's spaghetti sauce. This is salsa. All we're doing is taking our jars out, placing them over here, and that's going to let them cool. Every time I do it, if I get 50 pounds of tomatoes, I get 21 jars. That's just how it is. So you buy 50 pounds of tomato, you're going to get 21 jars. I got 42 jars right here with 100 pounds of tomatoes. Now you're looking at it and you're saying, wow, look at that water. When you do boil them down like this and can them, it does, the water separates in there a little bit. All you do is when you let it cool, you shake it up real good and you're good to roll. Now what we're going to do, we're done with this canner today, so let it cool off and clean things up.